Hey, what's up? In this video, I want to break down how we could set up an Hermes agent on a virtual server so you could have an agent doing whatever you want, running 24/7 in the cloud, getting stuff done. Let's jump into it. Let's break it down. So this is the GitHub right here for the Hermes agent. We'll come back to this in a second. We're using Hetzner for the server. We need to set this up first and foremost. So we're going to just make a brand new account. So we're going to go to login over here. We're going to hit console. And then after that, we're going to do register now. So we're going to register for a brand new account, put in your email, put in a password, sign up. Pretty simple. Okay, I got my information in here. We're going to hit sign up. Then it's going to ask us for a verification code. We're going to go get that from our email right now. Okay, we got the verification code. We're going to verify. And then now it's going to ask us for our information. Put in real info because it's going to ask you to verify your ID next. Okay, I just put in my information. Now it's going to ask for a payment method. You could select your currency, but we're going to do USD and we're going to do bank transfer. And this is going to allow us to set up an account without putting in a card or anything. But this is why they're actually asking for the ID verification too, just because there's a lot of bots, a lot of fraudulent people trying to set up accounts and really just burn a bunch of credits on their end. So we're going to go, it says your registration was successful. Next, it's going to take us over here to the console, but it's going to want us to verify our account. So we're going to try to create a new project. We'll see verification pending. We're going to click on this link right here, and then we're going to have to do our verification. So we're going to go do document, and all you're going to have to do is upload a photo of your ID, passport, whatever you have. They just need to verify you're a real legitimate person. That's why they're doing this. So agree and continue securely. Then just go on your phone and walk through the process. Pretty straightforward. I'm going to go do that now, and I'll meet you back here when I'm done. Okay, I just completed everything on my phone. Now that's doing a human verification, excuse me, and it's going to take a few minutes, but once this is done, you'll receive an email and it'll say either verified or failed. If it failed, just go through it again. Make sure it's your exact information on the account. First name, last name, everything is just one-to-one on the account. But yeah, wait a few minutes and then we should be done here. Okay, so we have the account verified now. We're back in here. What do we do next? So we're going to go over here to console, hit console, and you're going to see your default project. In this case, I'm going to use default 1, but go ahead and open that up. We're going to go create a resource next. We're going to hit servers and just click on servers, and you'll get taken to a create a server page. Now, there are shared resources and dedicated resources. In this case, I'm going to use a dedicated resource. The only differences with shared resources is they're cheaper, but you're sharing a server with other people. Dedicated resources, you have a dedicated server. It is your server, and it's just a bit more expensive. I personally like using this option because I'm usually building stuff that requires a bit more resource and a bit more dedication when it comes to the server. So we're going to set this up right here with this middle tier. For location, we're going to do Ashburn, Virginia. You could select whatever location that you want. For the image, we're going to do the default one, networking, leaving it default. Now we need to make an SSH key. I'm leaving a document down in the description, just a basic Google Doc that breaks down a response from Grok that shows you how to make an SSH key on a Mac and how to make an SSH key on a Windows PC, depending on what platform you actually have. But we're going to go make a brand new key. That's what we want to do. So what we're going to do is we're going to open up Terminal here. I already have this prepped, but it's going to be in the description like I mentioned. We're going to paste this into terminal and we're going to hit enter. And then we're going to type our passphrase, whatever we want, just put a secure password. An SSH key is literally just a way we could securely connect to the server. So make sure you have a secure password you're not going to share with anybody. Hit enter, confirm the password, and then we're going to have the SSH key just get generated. Next thing you want to do is go to your desktop and look for the Hetzner key file. That's what we're looking for, the hetznerkey.pub. And then what you want to do is open that up with a text edit, and we're going to just copy the entire thing and then paste it in here into the add an SSH key, and this should autofill the name, and then everything should look good. We're going to set as the default key and add SSH key. Once that is added, we are all good to go. Everything is ready to set up, so we're going to hit create and buy now. It's not going to charge us anything right away. That's why we verified our ID and everything, but it will accrue just a balance over time, over the month of you running this. So just keep that in mind. Obviously, it's not free. So this is all set up now. Now we have our public IP. How do we actually connect to the server and set up our agent? You know, how do we get into this thing and actually get it to work? Well, let's dive into that. Okay, so to actually connect to the server, what we're going to want to do is open up another terminal window. Once this is actually made, we have the public IP. We're going to paste this snippet in here into terminal, SSH, wherever you have your key actually stored, and then root at your public IP. We're going to hit enter, and then it's going to ask you a question. You're going to say yes, and then it's going to ask you for your password. This is the short password that you just made a minute ago. So hit enter, and then it's going to allow you to log in. Now we're logged into the server. We are inside of the server we just generated, and we are going to start setting everything up now. So what we want to do next is come back here to this Hermes agent page. We want to scroll all the way down, and they're going to have this quick install link. We're going to take this quick install link. We're going to go back to terminal, and all we're going to do is paste this quick install link into terminal. And then it's going to install everything for us. Pretty simple, right? Now we're just going to wait for all this stuff to install. It's just going to go and do its thing, right? Now, if there's any issues or errors, which there shouldn't be, you could always copy them and paste them into Grok or ChatGPT, and it'll definitely guide you through it. But this is just going to go through and install everything. I'll be back once it asks another question and once it's done with this step. Okay, so everything's set up. Now we're back to this screen right here. This is where you'll get redirected once everything is set up. We're going to want to do quick setup, make sure it's green, and then just hit enter over it. And then it's going to ask us what we want to do for our AI model. In this case, I'm just going to do OpenAI Codex because I have an OpenAI account. You could use so many different models, but I personally am recommending OpenAI Codex right now because it is just the cheapest, most viable model. So we're going to hit enter for that. And what it's going to do, it's going to ask us to log in our browser. So I'm going to go hit auth openai.com codex/device. We're going to go paste this, and then it's going to make me log in to my OpenAI account. We're going to log in right here. We're going to select my account email, sign in with my Google Auth, and then we're just going to hit continue. We're going to go continue. It's going to ask for the code that was inside of the terminal. We're going to copy this code. We're going to paste it. We're going to continue, and then it's going to automatically sign us in right here. There we go. Access is updated. We are all signed in. For the model, I'm going to do GPT 5.5 because that is the most recent and best model. We're going to just hit enter, and now we're going to set up messaging. So we're going to want to do Telegram for the messaging. We're going to break it down. You could do all these different things right here when it comes to messaging. Tons of different things you could do, but for this tutorial, we're going to do Telegram. So for Telegram, what we're going to do, we are going to hit chat now. We're actually going to hit no. We don't want it to start chatting right now. So what we're going to type next is Hermes. Just type that in the console. Then it will load up this Hermes agent page. And then all we're going to want to do is ask it, let's set up Telegram. And right now your agent's working technically. So you have a working agent. It's going to go through and it's going to help you set up Telegram in a really easy and simple way. So you can see it's thinking. It's already an active agent that is working and doing stuff. So we see it's just going through its process right now. It's thinking. Okay, so it needs us to paste our Telegram bot token from BotFather. So we want to launch BotFather. We're going to start this up inside of Telegram. And then once you're in Telegram, we're going to do /new bot to the BotFather. We're going to have to type a name. We're going to call this one YouTube. And then we're going to have to make another name with bot at the end. So I'm going to do YouTube AGI bot. It's already taken. YouTube test AGI bot. There we go. Now we're going to have a message right here. We're going to have this user access token. We're going to want to copy this, and we're going to want to go back over to our Telegram bot, and all we're going to want to do is paste it. So we're going to paste this code. It's going to have it, and then the next thing we need to do is go and get our user info. So we want to get our user ID from this bot. I'm leaving the links for both of these in the description. So go ahead and start this bot right here and then go to Telegram. And it'll look like this when you're messaging the bot. All you want to do is do /start, and then it'll give you your ID. My ID is right here. So I'm going to go and hit my ID, and then I'm going to go back to my terminal, and I'm going to say here is my ID, restrict it to me. And if you have other people you want to have included in this bot, give it the Telegram IDs. It'll add up to the bot. But I just wanted to restrict it to me for now. Now it's setting everything up. It's just going through and thinking, right? It's going through the process. Okay, now it's asking me to add something to the environment folder. I'm going to allow for everything. I'm just going to do allow for the session. There we go. It's asking again. We're just going to do add to permanent allow list for this one. And then everything should be finalized here shortly, and we'll be able to talk with it on Telegram. And now it's giving me the final response back. It's saying that Telegram is set up. Everything is all good to go. It's just writing it here. It's breaking it all down. Right. Looks like everything is all set up and ready to go. Now let's go try to message it on Telegram. So you want to go back to the BotFather. You want to click on your link right here for the Telegram message and literally just hit start. And it doesn't know what the command is for start, so we're just going to say hi. And then we'll see it type back up at the top. You'll see the typing. And then it's saying, hi, Mason, what can I help with? Hey, I just set you up. And really what I recommend doing is giving it a general sort of identity, right? Right now it doesn't have an identity. I recommend going into Claude or ChatGPT and typing in there and trying to give it an identity for what you want to do, right? Like, what do you want this agent to do? What is the goal of it? If you need help with this, I've set up tons of agents for businesses, for companies. I'm happy to walk you through it. Just reach out to me, join my group down below, my free school group. But yeah, I mean, it's very straightforward. You could set it up for whatever you want it to do. I've set it up to essentially automate my entire advertising agency where it generates images, it generates reports, it generates emails. It has access to its own email that I forward everything to, that it just takes in. It could write email responses for me. It could really do whatever you want it to do if you set it up correctly and ask it questions. It is very knowledgeable depending on what AI you actually have it hooked up to, what LLM, but it is very knowledgeable. It is very smart. You could link it up to other LLMs so it could process stuff through Perplexity, Claude, OpenAI, Gemini, use the best model for whatever the actual purpose is. But the sky's really the limit. And this is how you set it up. Everything is set up at this point. I could chat with it. I could have it do whatever I need it to do. And, could really build whatever I want. So if you have any questions, comment them down below. Feel free to reach out to me in my group, reach out to me on YouTube. I really just want to help people grow and learn with this technology, and hopefully I can make some more videos on it. And yeah, thanks for watching. I appreciate it.